After I decided to purposely go out of body, that's when I started having experiences with spirits constantly. But I'll have to kind of go back a little bit and tell about the first spirit interaction I had while out of body. That was when we've lived in a lot of different places. Me, Holden, and India had an apartment together. And so I would, I would have these out of body experiences. Then I guess I was about 21, 22. No, about 23 at that point. And that was my first out of body experience and interacting with a spirit. I was talking to, I just kind of came aware that I was in my room and I was having this conversation with uh, pro- this younger guy. He had to have been about 15, anywhere between 14 to 16 years old. A young black guy. He had braids, and he just looked like a guy that you would have saw on the street. In he was in my room, and we were just talking about. We were just going back and forth. I was just asking him a bunch of questions on what it was like going through the experience that he was going through at the moment. I mean, I would just ask these silly questions like, what? So you're not, you're not, you're not in physical form right now, are you? He would just shake his head, no, no. Well, I was like, well, can you go see your own grave and things like that? Just talking, just if you met someone who wasn't alive anymore for the first time, what would you ask him? I don't know. So I just kind of a few experiences like that, and
So you would say he was a spirit and not a ghost.
I'm not really sure. Well, he knew he was gone, so maybe he was a spirit, and there was nothing. They say sometimes with ghosts you can see, like maybe you might be able to see how they died, or you see scars on them or everything. There's nothing like that. Maybe he was a spirit because he knew he wasn't alive anymore. He still just looked like you and me. So that was interesting. And later on, and this was probably only about 2 years ago, I started to, in me and my wife, then girlfriend at the time's second place together, I started interacting with spirits all the time. And at this point, it wasn't even that I was trying to exactly go out of body a lot. I just was all the time. And that house, I don't know, it was because of where it was or what, something drawed spirits to that house continuously. I had so many experiences, just a couple, and this is a story I tell a lot. When even my wife Christy has, like, she has moments where she can see for a few seconds in like in 3D, like here around us. She can look into she can look into the other side for just a few seconds. It happens to her every now and again. It'll happen. She'll see somebody. She'll see something for a split second, and then she'll get really, it'll just drain her. She'll get really tired after that. She'd always used to say, we'd be sitting in the living room towards the fireplace, and TV was right above us, and well, a couple things happened there. But she would say, I can see sparks in the fireplace, like someone's trying to light it, even though the fireplace was closed. There was nothing in it. There was nothing to make it, look like there's no fire happening at that moment. And so, but she would always tell me she sees like sparks, like somebody lighting a lighter or striking a match, like someone was trying to light the fireplace. And and that was always a crazy thing. And but one time I went out of body. And our room at that time was, there's the TV, the fireplace right beneath it, and off to the side it was the hallway. To the first right was our bedroom. And so I remember being in the bedroom, getting up, and I knew I was out of body at this point. I walked out into the living room, looked towards the fireplace, and there was this man kneeling down in front of it, trying to light the fire. He just couldn't do it. He was so distressed, so just adamant he needed to get this fire lit because I was like, and I wasn't always nice. I would interact with these spirits. Some of them, I wasn't always nice. I'm like, what are you doing? I felt like somebody just walked in my house. What are you doing here? He's like, and the spirit said to me, oh, I just need to get this fire lit. I've got my baby girl over here, and she's really cold. And I was like, well, wait a minute, man. I need you to leave. And I was always adamant that with these spirits, that they're not, I'm not going to allow them to stay in my house. And I need you to leave. And he didn't get me in trouble. He was just like, all right, man, I'll leave.